Welcome to the Porch Podcast. Welcome to the Porch Podcast. It's your boy DJ E. Yourself and Richard, and I'm rocking with my brother.
The original, baby. Welcome back. New weekly episode.
Weekly episode, man. We back, man. We back. America. Right now, as we're recording this, today was the inauguration. We're going straight to it.
Yeah, but before it was the inauguration, we got to recognize Dr. Martin Luther King.
Exactly.
You know what
This is why P is the co-host here of the Porch Podcast, because
Thank
he
you, brother.
remembers things
Thank
of
you,
that
brother.
nature.
Thank you. I appreciate you, man.
Yeah.
Thanks for letting me be a part of the experience.
Right. So listen, I'm gonna go straight to conspiracy.
Oh, that's why you, okay, cool.
All right.
Okay, cool.
Do you think
It was fine. My weekend. It was cool. I know yours was too. Bob, go ahead. Sometimes you just want to get to it. Sometimes you just want to get to it. You know what I'm saying? What do you think?
Do you think it was a planned thing to do this on the reserved holiday for Dr. Martin Luther
So I'm going to go out and I'm going to say, first off, yes.
Yeah.
Here's the thing, though. Here's the thing. What I didn't know, I'm in the house, you know what I'm saying? Like Pop said, you know, I'm doing a little bit of movement, switching in the kitchen, doing my 1-2.
Right.
So I got it on in the family room just, more to hear it.
Yeah.
Inauguration.
Right.
So boom. I'm really, honestly, I ain't even going to style. Like, I heard the brother pray. I don't know who the brother was that did the prayer today. And then boom, I kind of tuned out and was
you ain't
whatever.
Care.
So I went upstairs.
Right.
Halfway faking the phone.
On a nasty dunk, like Shaq said back in the day.
Yeah.
That was corny as hell. That was super corny.
Appropriate for the time.
Yeah.
Seems odd now.
Yeah, man.
But I understood it was appropriate for time. But so I go upstairs and I asked the wife, I said, did you catching the inauguration? She said to me, why would I waste my time with that, right? Then she said this, right?
Sis. Go ahead, preach on.
She said, not on my man's day, you know what I mean? Talking about like that's crazy, So when you ask me that question, I think it was like being blatant, like they blatantly did it. Yeah. She went on to say, she was like, no, you see, you messed up. You wasn't supposed to watch it. So I wasn't supposed to watch. Why is that? She was like, supposed to have it on Cartoon Network or something like that. You ain't supposed to support the ratings. So I'm like, all right, It threw me off because I never got the memo.
Me neither.
That we wasn't watching. It's cool.
We kind of known we wasn't watching it.
We kind of knew, but we really didn't because for me,
the rating thing.
We got the show. Yeah. How y'all doing? Yeah. We got the show. We got the show, and so because we like to be able to build on, and have our own overall perspective of situations. You can't really talk about something that you don't actually look at, investing time into.
Right.
So, but I wasn't aware of that. Were you aware of that? After I answered your question, I believe it was intentionally done.
What I do I believe this was intentionally done? Yes and no.
Okay.
Because I think it's a certain amount of days into the year before they can do the inauguration.
Okay.
I'm pretty sure it's probably something like that.
Yeah.
And it might be, I think it got to be at least 14 days. It might be at least 14 days, 2 full weeks.
Okay.
But they always do them on Mondays, if I'm not mistaken.
Okay.
I'm pretty sure they always do them on Mondays. So if they would have did it last week, it would only been 13 days. Now, I could have completely just made all this up right now. I'm not sure.
Oh, he's learned to lie.
Right. No, I'm not lying.
But his soul wouldn't allow him to go sell you this false propaganda
I wasn't
of
lying.
what was going on.
That's a theory that I have. That's why I said.
Why you ain't lead with that?
That's a theory.
So
that's what I'm saying.
See, that's what I'm saying. Like, you wouldn't have to clean up later if you'd have been like, yo,
it
could just be me.
I said it in the wrong order.
Right.
I should have said
like a liar does.
No.
When he says what he says.
Nobody try to check me on the lie. Though. See, most people be lying and they stick with it.
Your spirit got you.
No.
Your spirit got you.
No.
It made you keep it a buck, man.
No, listen to what I'm saying to you.
That's all I've been doing.
It's not that. It's not just that. That's just a theory of mine. I can be wrong. However, I do. What's that face? I know, man.
It's all right. It's the inauguration.
Listen what I'm saying, though.
Yeah.
I do believe what was actually a conspiracy.
Right.
TikTok yesterday.
So,
TikTok.
Thank God they got it back fast.
Yeah, they got it back quick.
I saw the impacts of what they was calling it, TikTokiana.
TikTokiana.
Like, I saw the impacts from her, man, or it, or whatever.
You know what I mean?
You know what I'm saying? Whatever the pronouns is for TikTok.
Yeah.
Apparently.
Yeah, right.
That's a female's name. Who knew? You know what I'm saying? It was just an act. You know what I mean? We were socially interrupted, man.
Yeah.
We were socially interrupted to some degree. You know what I mean? We was talking about how, like, for instance, you know, I thought it was just going to be the kids that was impacted. Caught a couple YouTube videos. You know, one young girl was like, yeah, you know, what I did in the aftermath of TikTok, you know, going dark. And, like, I guess that's how she make her bread or whatever. It's a lot of advertising, a lot of branding, you know, TikTok shops and all of that kind of stuff that's going on. Like, a lot of people make a living off that joint. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And it was more than just the kids, bro.
Yeah.
Like, we tried to, like, they tried to kind of line this up, like, oh, the kids, man. Oh, what they going to do? Lock your doors. They thought it was going to be like, what's the name of that movie?
Search.
No, when you can, you know, y'all. It's like that joint. You know what I'm saying? You in your room, you like, dang, they need something to do. My daughter said she might as well throw her whole phone away. Yes, you heard me?
Wait.
In the trash.
In the trash.
Yes. Throw the phone away.
Throw the phone away.
I said, you got Snapchat. She said, they don't do nothing but just tell you where you at. And I'm like, it got to be more to your life than TikTok. But apparently, once again, wasn't just the kids. Was not just the kids that was affected by that situation. But, you know, in true conspiracy superhero theory, okay, I fixed it. Trump came to rescue the day.
This is where I'm coming.
So let's do that with the conspiracy part of it. Are you going there?
Yeah, because see, here's my thing.
Right.
Why I say it's conspiracy is, did you see how when it was stopped, when it first froze and it had the little message, and the message said, the United States law, let's put a law, blah, blah, blah.
Yep.
But when it was repaired, it says, President Trump has made an agreement.
It did.
Right?
It did.
Specific. You've never seen anything be that specific.
No.
And it say the U.S. government or the U.S. has made an agreement to. But they blatantly put President Trump in there. For me,
they did do that.
To build liking. Because they did. He still did win the youth vote when he was actually in an election. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But that just boosted up even more.
But they turned around and did this. Let me add to that.
Go ahead.
CapCut, one of the other apps that are used to be able to do editing.
Now, that bothered me and you for a second.
It did. Yeah. Here's the thing, though. Right. They allowed you to be able to go back in and see what's on TikTok.
Yeah.
Couldn't make nothing.
Right.
In theory, you could have, if you went live on TikTok or something, I'm assuming. I don't know. But I know that the CapCut and some of these editors are associated with that. Right? So my thing is they unlocked it so they can be able to show you what they want. Show you, inauguration coming up, other things that's happening. But I don't need you to be creative right now. I just need you to look at what I want you to be able to see on.
So you can't add new posts? I put a post up yesterday.
You can. Oh, yeah. But what I'm saying is with the editor, you're very limited.
You can't edit.
You can't really change it. You know what I'm saying?
You got to have it already changed.
Right. You got to have it already changed.
And then they shut down CapCut.
That's what I'm saying.
Which is was a lot of people's favorite to edit.
Right. Flip this into the mix. How much does it cost for TikTok?
Nothing.
It's free. How much is the pro version of CapCut? It's about $10, $11.
Yeah.
Okay? Point that I'm making is you restore the free thing, but the thing that costs you some money that you can use to be able to be creative and get your own spin and perspectives, kind of like we doing with this podcast and everything like that.
Right.
With that being the case, hold up, temporary blocks, it's not available. 506 code at the top, whatever it say.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. I just think that that's a little bit funny that, you unlock one element of it so you can just force feed me or show me whatever you want to show me. But if I want to be creative, hold on.
You should make a single called TikTokiana.
It's coming. Yeah. Come on. It's no way. Let me ask y'all something then, my people at the crib that's watching this right here. Y'all don't think they're going to come up with a TikTokiana song, some kind of tribute? Like I told you, I seen things. Hey, bruh, I saw people going to grave sites as if there was a real person in the cemetery.
Like it was a real funeral.
Like it was a real funeral.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And my thing with that is I'm a little scared. I'm not scared. It's scary because of the fact that they turned around and, took it for like a day, and it was like, you watch people, bro. It was some people we talked to, right? That really was just like fronting, like they really didn't care, but really they cared. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to say this too. Because me and you've been talking a lot about it too in regard to the whole situation, dealing with TikTok and all these other social media apps and whatever. If you're a person like us that create content and you upload content, I want to make sure that y'all know. Save y'all work, man. I don't care what you do, whether you feel like you need to edit something, don't need to edit something. Find a way to save. If you can't save all your work, save as much of your work as possible. Because now you got the ability to be able to, if they shut down that joint again tomorrow or whatever takes place, there's nothing like not having access to things that you created that they can still be utilizing somewhere else. That's all. I'm off my soapbox with that situation. If you're going to be creative, you're going to be artistic, say your work. That's all.
Supposed to anyway, America.
Right.
You want to.
Right.
It's so many different things that could be hacked anyway.
Right.
So your stuff should always be saved to an outside source. Actually, with multiple copies, some put in the fire safe.
Start the show. We can get one.
You know
Yeah.
what I mean? So,
absolutely.
The show been started.
You know what I'm saying? We started the show.
We about 11 and a half minutes in the show. You talking about
he getting old, y'all.
Yeah.
Like, y'all see how he talk? Like, hey. Shout out to the Eagles. I'm not sure when you're watching this, but
shout out to the Eagles.
I can say that there was a lot of good football this weekend just went past.
It was.
I can definitely say that my brother, Swami, for those who don't know.
Swami.
He's the Swami God. He made a prediction.
Yeah. I'm a little off now, though, but I was on point for a good while.
Okay. And his prediction was that the NFC Championship would consist of the brothers, the Commanders, and the Eagles.
And remind you, I'm a Buccaneers fan. Now.
Remind you. That don't seem like that was right. Now, mind you, he's a Bucs fan. Yeah. He gonna correct me in a minute. You know what I'm saying?
Right. You
good. So anyway, long story short with that situation, he predicted that, right? He turned around.
I also said that Detroit
and Minnesota
will both be one and done.
You did say that. So what is the Swami telling you right now? Swami E, what would you like to drop on the people? Y'all can bet this if y'all want to. I mean, gambling at y'all.
I'm not getting it.
Gamble responsible.
I'm not getting you're going to have to follow me on my socials for this because I'm not getting the complete, full gesture of who.
You need a line.
No, a line.
That line. But if for a second, though.
Line.
For a second, you
trying to do me like that?
You was the... How was I trying to do
you need a line. A line?
E, why would the word line, make you act like that?
No.
Your neck itch now? I said something about a line and all of a sudden. I said line and you start going like this. Look at you. What does it look like, man?
Listen.
I don't want you getting excited about it, man.
Right now, it kind of looks like it's going to be a...
Let them follow you on your socials. Give me a reason why then. You got time to break it down. Make sure you follow DJ E.
I'm not getting enough. I haven't seen enough promo of the game to grab energy.
I like it.
From it.
I like it.
Yeah.
He talking. Yeah. He said he talking with his liar fingers.
Liar fingers?
I'm just playing.
I got liar fingers.
I'm just playing.
P crazy, yo. P crazy.
A little bit.
He on the porch. Yeah.
I'm going to say this about it. My prediction, obviously, is the Birds go to the Super Bowl.
Last week, you said they're going to win.
We're going to go and then we're going to win. That's what's going to happen.
Right, okay.
You know what I'm saying?
I like that.
What I'm preparing is you know what I mean, not trying to knock on wood. I don't need luck, but it's just something I'm going to do. You know what I'm saying? Looking up. Got some people, since we talking about conspiracy theories, is making a statement. The Chiefs go back again this year. They talking about they're not going to watch the Super Bowl next year or whatever the case may be like that. First and foremost,
wow,
that's weird.
Very weird.
They had the best record out of everybody throughout the entire season.
Yeah. What was they?
They only had one loss.
No, they was 15-2.
Who the second loss?
Denver.
Oh, okay. The last week. So 15-2.
Them and
Okay.
Detroit was tied, but
Yeah.
we looking at the last game really didn't matter.
Yeah.
Nobody played.
Yeah. No, I get you. In the Bills. That was the only two. That's why the whole conspiracy, that's why it's built up for what it is. Oh, that's the only other team that's the team that beat them. On the second and third. Anyway, long story short with that situation, people saying that a lot of fixes in the game. Right? We've been talking about this. You know what I mean? Ever since sports bet gambling came into the situation, they feel like the story has been written differently. One thing I can say is, there's been betting on sports for years. Mm-hmm. It's just online. You don't got to leave and go out and see nobody. You ain't got to go to the corner store and, you know what I mean, holler, you know what I mean? Hey, Mr. Carlos, put his ticket in. You know, you ain't got to do that.
Yeah, because it wasn't, actually, who's Mr. Carlos? There you go. Yeah, because that ain't even right. It don't even make sense. That wasn't even. So anyway, what we were saying is it's messing with the integrity of the game, some people feel. Right?
That is it.
You're just going to talk about that play, that safety. That didn't make any sense at all. That changed the spread of the game.
I think that just like anything else theatrical, that at some point or another, you know, there are some things that get a little blurry for a reason.
Blurred lines.
Right. Back to lines.
No, nah, man. I'm just saying, some blur. They're blurring the lines.
They won't watch it. They watching you. They watching you about to get crazy.
I'm not about to get crazy.
You was about to and caught yourself. You was like, here we go.
Get out of here, man. What I did forget to ask you, not to try to jump.
Okay, go ahead. No.
We need what I did forget to ask you is,
yes,
have you ever attended an inauguration?
No. You?
I did.
Okay. Working?
Nah.
Okay.
Nah.
Okay. Okay. How was that? How was your experience at the inauguration?
Cold.
Well, that's gonna always be the case.
It was.
It's always gonna be in January,
and it was so cold, bro. The city's so crowded. You can't. It's it's not too much public transportation going on. They'll tell you, it's not up the road. You walking, bitch. Right. We was walking, and then when people had to use the bathroom, it was a McDonald's right there. Mm-hmm. It said women use men and women bathroom inside. Men go outside. That's how crowded the city is. Overcrowded. I never made it to see Obama.
Nasty. And it's crazy.
Yeah.
I understand. Cause I'm gonna keep it a buck. Yeah, I would do that. Yeah, ladies. Ladies, man. Go ahead. Y'all gonna need that, you know, fellas.
Make it happen, man.
You know, you gonna catch a tree. I understand.
I'm not. Understand. But I wouldn't. I just had to piss. Like it wasn't that other part.
No.
Yeah, what you do?
Scratching my beard.
Yeah, now you look like you was just like your jaw was like, not crazy. No, you was P. I'm serious. America, I'm making sure my brother all right. I wasn't covering that right there.
He had a whole situation.
That's a stroke. That's a stroke symptom. I was nervous, man.
I'm fine, man.
All right,
I'm fine. This guy, man.
He got it all. I'm not.
Yes, he did. He got it all. I'm okay. Thank you for checking on me.
On the porch,
just scratching my beard. You're right.
Weird
For
things
sure.
have happened, man.
Yeah.
Weird things.
That's true. Yeah. 190 episodes.
Yeah.
Good possibility. Things can be strange from time to time.
Yeah.
I can understand that. No, so one of the things that I said, brother, that I felt like we should discuss is, in the title of this particular episode is Social Interruption. And we have been interrupted socially for quite some time now. Right. Well in advance of TikTokiana.
Right.
And all of this type of stuff. We have allowed ourselves to stop dealing with each other on a personal level and start moving more towards creating, whether it's a false, impression of who we are, or just something to be a part of a trend. We have started to become more, aligned with those things. My question to you is how do you feel about social media? Let's do that before, because I feel like we need to, not whether or not it's a bad thing, good thing, or whatever. You're the landscape of social media. How do you think, or how do you feel about it personally? What's your personal feelings about it?
It's a great resource. It's a great tool.
Okay.
Just like anything else, Everything has pros and cons.
Mm-hmm.
I believe it's more pro.
Okay.
When using correctly.
Okay.
Because sometimes, anytime, like we say, everything has a pro or a con, but anytime anything is just used incorrectly,
Mm-hmm.
it may look like it's because it works doesn't mean it's right.
That's right.
See what
Okay.
I'm saying?
Okay.
Sort of like when I tell people all the time, when you buy a car,
Yeah.
they give you a recommended grade of fuel.
Like they say, it's a great tool, but a horrible master.
Exactly.
I got you.
That's number one. That's that sums up a lot of it.
Mm-hmm.
But besides the fact of even being that, because some people still use it incorrectly, even if it's not their master, they still use it incorrectly.
Okay.
But what I mean by that, when you get a vehicle, they recommend a fuel grade.
Mm-hmm.
They'll tell you this car requires super, or
Absolutely.
91 gas.
They'll tell you the octane, whatever it
and
is.
everything of that nature.
Yep.
But people still want to go put regular in, not realizing that some people's regulars is 87, not even 89.
Right. That's right.
So you're doing a disservice to your car.
Okay.
Your car is going to move. It's
Right.
going to drive.
No doubt.
But it's not correct
Mm-hmm.
of what you're using with it. I think social media could be like that for some people.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, absolutely.
But when used correctly, like you said, I told you before, my feeling of anything that grabs our attentions of that nature is for advertisements anyway.
Yeah, no
See,
doubt.
again,
no
everybody
doubt.
always believe that we're entertained by what we see on the situation, but we're really entertained, really keep seeing the advertisements. Guarantee you. Let me ask you, you use social media. What's an advertisement that may pop up every day? Not necessarily on YouTube. I'm like on Instagram or Facebook.
The Temu thing been coming up crazy.
Right.
Obviously, it depends on what I put in my search engine.
Right.
So if I'm looking for like flights, then all this stuff come up from certain airlines and stuff. A lot of that kind of stuff.
Amazon always tends to
Amazon is a heavy one that comes up a lot.
Mine is show Amazon a lot with like DJ equipment, and I've never bought DJ equipment from Amazon.
Mine be tools.
Yeah, exactly.
Camera equipment, and stuff like
right?
that. Yeah,
stuff like that. So you understand what I'm saying? So it's used for them. It's great, right? Mm-hmm. But truth of the matter is, this is why they want us to look at it anyway, because of the advertisements. Even if you don't have social media and you download a game on your phone, the free game got ads in it.
That's right.
All the time.
So even though
and then they be like ad free,
yeah.
you can pay us for it ad free.
Right. That's
now, I guess what's crazy, the people that's paying for it to be ad free is paying the marketing budget anyway.
That's right. Yeah.
That's all it is.
I think it sums up, like you said, a good portion of it is summed up by it's a great tool but a horrible master.
Right.
And so I think that, like,
absolutely,
even though we may have, laughed at certain things in terms of like some of the people's responses and reactions yesterday.
Right.
There was quite a few people that woke up yesterday, and that social interruption interrupted their actual resources, their money. Like, it's real grown people. Like, it ain't just kids trying to do the dance to the beat or whatever. It's like,
absolutely not.
It was some people that woke up and was like, yo,
they closed my store.
Right, they closed my store. Now, granted, maybe it only lasted a day or whatever the case may be like that. If that, some people might look at it like, yo, I just got a free day off or whatever. But for a moment, they were scared. And my thing is once again, we become so enslaved to this situation that us as artists or creatives, we don't even take the time to appreciate our stuff enough to say, let me hold on to this.
Absolutely.
Because this may not be here forever.
This may not be.
You know what I'm saying? So the interruption across the board, it impacted everybody. You know what I'm saying? Whether they realize it, or not. Even for the grandparent or somebody else who really don't have it, they had a grandchild that was just off the chain yesterday or whatever. You know what I mean? Like, yo, what we gonna do, Nana?
Right.
Nana, I can't buy what they call it, little selfie stick off the TikTok shop. Nana.
Same one right on
like
Amazon.
That. I had a moment, but it was cool. Yeah, but
same on Amazon.
Same thing with Amazon.
No, same thing. It's on Amazon.
Same thing is on Amazon. I don't know what's going on. That was
Are
crazy.
you on Amazon?
Nah.
That's
Just
the name of the new
purchases.
strand.
That's it. Oh,
Amazon.
It's a new. Oh, because it's Prime. I got you.
Prime.
Yeah. Next day it land. That's what next day it land. Wow.
Next day air.
Yeah. Next day air.
Yeah.
Word.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah. You see how smooth that went?
Definitely went smooth, man.
with the roughness.
Yeah.
We
Yeah.
back. Don't worry about it, y'all. We on the porch. This is what we do on the porch.
Absolutely. Shout out to everybody who was able to make it to the legendary DJ Juice's funeral today.
Yes, myself involved. I was there. Didn't I couldn't make it to the repast, but I did make it to the services. Shout out, good seeing a lot of people today. Shout out to everybody that attended. It was a beautiful service.
Absolutely. You know, iconic, legendary DJ, for those who don't know him, DJ Juice, countless tapes, you know, well known for the Hummer, well known for, you know what I'm saying, if you remember anything about the Park days, man, the legendary Cowboy the Park basketball days, he used to come up, you know, it was a lot. It was a lot, you know, he meant a lot to the music world. You know, there's some big names that know him. There's some brothers like us from around the way who watched him, you know, from riding around on a bike,
Right.
you know, selling physical tapes, you know what I'm saying, to,
Right.
you know, helping, you know, other brothers who were inspiring to become DJs, brothers like my brother, you know what I mean, who
Absolutely.
had his own individual relationship with him and, you know, was able to benefit from a lot of his knowledge and a lot of his teachings and stuff. So,
Yep.
you know what I mean? Just once again, man, just want to, you know, salute that brother, man. Shout out once again to his family, all the friends, everybody that came to support him, that came out and showed their respect, you know. Great man, and well-deserved tribute, from what I understand.
Absolutely. Yep.
Yeah. So, you know, with all of that being said, like even in the case of that, man, there were so many things that we discovered about people. I know you was telling me today that you saw a picture of you and Brother Juice, and you were looking for that picture. And it's funny because as we were talking about the social media thing, you were trying to find it. There's so much of us that exists in the social media world that we have forgotten about those things until we get into situations like this and it interrupts our life. That's what I'm saying about, you know, how it does it. And now all of a sudden we're trying to go back and remember things and remember people. And where's this picture? And you see it and think about all the things that went on during that time and all that kind of stuff. Sometimes, like we said before, bro, it's a great tool but horrible master. We become so comfortable with what the world thinks of us that we lose sight of what we think about ourselves. I just want to continue to just, like I said, once again, just like, I think it's great. I was late to the social media game, but I understood that I had to go where the people were in order to be able to share the gift that I was given.
That's another pro of it.
Right, that's the pro. I also was intelligent enough to know that, you know, there's an art here.
Right.
And I need to protect that art like I protected all of my other art.
Right.
And I'm saying that because I think that when we don't look at ourselves at a certain level, as artists, as creatives, I don't care what you do, whether it's music, TV, entertainment, whatever, when we don't look at ourselves as people who have a unique skill and ability, we don't carry ourselves that way.
He's preaching now, yo.
That's the only thing I'm saying. So, you know what I mean? A lot of times,
I'm telling you, you know it's coming.
we just, but, you know, bro, like, that's what we do.
Keeping it real. I'm just saying, I'm agreeing with you. I'm telling America.
Yeah, like, I mean, and that would be great, you know what I mean? Like, you know, at some point or another, even that, you know what I mean? I made a video about the situation some time ago. We got to stop thinking our gifts are for us. You know what I mean? A lot of the things that we do, you know, we do it and we wait for people to appreciate it. We wait for people to turn around and give us our accolades, pats on the back.
He getting ready to announce it, yo. He getting ready to come past it, yo. Let's clap it up, Pete.
That's what's
right
up.
there, I believe it's coming out.
All I'm saying is
I
this.
can't mess with him. Nah, I ain't gonna say that. I ain't gonna say that about the powder.
All I'm gonna say is this. You and I both know, bro, that we all have a special gift, talent, and ability.
Right.
You've been a DJ for a long time. Well before social media was the way to get in touch with you, bro. People was getting in touch with you about that music. Same way with Juice and a lot of the other iconic brothers and DJs that was there, you know, people that was there today. And all I'm saying is y'all never lost sight of your abilities. Y'all never lost sight of your passions and all those things. So even when something like TikTok was interrupted yesterday, it did nothing to you.
Oh, no.
Because you protected that, is what I'm saying. We got to be better at that. It was just what, half a day that happened. And it was people already, oh my gosh, how am I going to brand myself? How am I going to market myself? How am I going to do this?
They're using it for that, but it was what it was their master. It's just like people who make excuses on why they got to do certain things. I got to do this, man. You don't understand.
Right.
Oh, that's your crutch. That's what you're using it for. So the people that was crying really didn't need it. And I understand what you mean with business, but at the end of the day, if every time it's a new, when you look at social media and you use social media for your business anyway,
that's right.
Every time it's a new thing to come out to get bigger,
Mm-hmm.
you start to fall back from the other one anyway and put all your energy in it anyway. So even if TikTok would have ran out, once the next best thing would have came back, they would have jumped on that anyway.
Yeah.
But the truth of the matter is, they were addicted to it.
Yeah.
In my opinion.
And it's crazy because they feed the machine.
Master. Right.
Like if all of us, we were talking about.
You're the product.
We're the product. So if you look up and you say to yourself, you go to TikTok or any of these things, and you say, yo, if everybody just stop posting or just stop doing, I'm not suggesting that, but if they all did it at one time, there's nothing there but whatever has existed. And so the machine made people fretful yesterday when it was going to be compromised. You know what I'm saying? Even though they feed the machine, we feed the machine.
It's like this. The reason why social media ended up being created so big in that nature, because the majority of the shows that people watch on television, I'm going to tell you why I'm talking about television right now. We're talking about social media.
That's right.
It's on a premium channel.
Okay.
Stars, HBO, because you hear people talk about Game of Thrones, Sopranos, which they get ready to start a prequel of that.
Yeah. Those were some iconic series, though.
Right, yeah. You hear people talk about the Power Universe. You hear people talk about The Wire. You hear people, but nobody has really talked about network TV in a long time, and that's where all your advertisements used to go back in the day, right? So when social media came,
right,
people was able to sign into social media for free, just like they're able to watch YouTube for free, right? And that's where all the ads went to. So when you shut down TikTok, honestly, the people that was crying and complaining in their business and all stopped, no, it was big business that was really affected. And that's why that thing came back on. Because now TikTok was one of their main, because anybody who has a marketing budget and they spend as much money as they do in marketing, they're going to have to see where the results come from.
That's right.
So if they look and say, TikTok is my number 2, I'm not even going to say number 1, number 2 stream of advertisement for promo.
That's right.
It's being second to YouTube. I'm going to use that first.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
Being second to YouTube.
That's right.
They got to do something to fix this, man.
Yeah.
It's got to come back.
That's right. Yeah. I get you.
That's all it is.
Yeah.
When you just said what you said, people was crying, but we're the ones that's feeding it. See what I'm saying?
Yeah. All the way around.
All the way around.
We the consumers. So we're the people that go on there, like you said, and buy the stuff that you're selling.
Right.
And we're the people who feed it. Like, so this is why it was so intelligent for them to start hiring regular people, like, people that's like us.
Yeah.
To say, well, look, if I can get some kind of sponsorship deal with these people or some kind of, like we were saying before, affiliate marketing situations or something like that, if we can develop that using the people that they know anyway, now it's a different situation, because you expect a celebrity to do something else, right? But you got to pay him $1 million. You just got to give us a certain amount of cents per view of a certain situation. But when it was getting compromised, and that's why they started putting money in people's pockets, people started worrying about how it was going to affect them financially. Now realizing, like, yo, you the one who feeding the machine anyway. They don't make money if you don't advertise by using any kind of marketing or any kind of, affiliate situation that you have with them.
Right.
But we were like that situation was obviously out of China. And allegedly, I don't know this to be true, supposedly one of the things I know that they were saying about the TikTok thing is when they wanted somebody, an American buyer.
Right.
Right? And I know Elon Musk was was heavily interested in the acquisition.
And I think he would want it more just for the technology of its own.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Because, like I said to somebody the other day, well, it has to be that it's that, because he can just create something, a carbon copy of it if he wanted to, something similar,
right,
and be able to do it, right? But he wanted to buy it. Now, what I was seeing, they weren't interested, quote unquote, in allowing that potential deal to develop.
Right.
One would turn around and say, well, why wouldn't you want a person who wants to bail the situation out and save the situation when you're making the stipulation that it needs to be an American buyer? Why not him? I felt like it was more of a situation that you didn't want him to monopolize things. You already got Twitter, right? X or whatever. Now, if he acquires TikTok, look at what you're doing. Because Meta has what? Instagram and Facebook, right?
Instagram, Facebook, Messenger is considered its own
That's right.
app, and WhatsApp.
Right. But if Elon Musk acquires, if you understand what I'm saying, not that the person was trying to sell it, but if he acquires TikTok, now he got TikTok and X. Yeah. You understand what I'm saying? Now, when the whole situation is to be able to navigate how we think, the person who owns the master, so to speak, or who owns the situation controls, the outcome and the stories and the narratives. They control all of that.
It's just like in the credit card world. You only got 4 people who really who controls the fees.
Right.
4 companies.
Right.
You know what I mean? And everybody knows 2 off the head, which is Visa and MasterCard. Because if you look at your debit card or a credit card, it's most likely is either a Visa or a MasterCard.
That's it.
Right?
Mm-hmm.
But the other 2 are Discover and American Express.
That's right.
You never see a Visa or MasterCard logo on either one of them.
No.
Because it's just like, it's always 4. It always seems like even though 3 is the most important number, it always seems like it's 4. Just think about the cell phone industry. AT&T,
that's right.
T-Mobile,
come on,
Verizon, and what's the last one?
Boost.
Yeah, I don't know, because T-Mobile and Sprint had merged. You get what I'm saying?
Right.
But I just told you.
But that's what they did.
Yeah, that's
merged. Where that 4th went.
Yeah, because the most important number is 3. So that's how it is with everything. Instagram, right? Facebook. It started being TikTok, and X went away. So now, like you said, if Elon gets TikTok, he's back in the game. In that business anyway, because he's already the richest man.
Right.
With Tesla, period. But
so that's what I'm saying, right? So when you look at it from that perspective, it was like, okay, well, you said the problem is you want an American buyer. We got an American buyer, but you don't want that American buyer. Oh. Now I have to pretend. Now I got to pretend that I don't see, like, well, how the solution to the problem was existing in the same space, but nobody utilized that and just.
Because you could pick and choose it, because one thing got nothing to do with the other.
All right. So
like
they said there's some other buyers that they were looking at.
One thing got nothing to do with the other.
One has nothing to do with the other. Once again, we kind of glazed over this early in the situation.
Damn.
Yeah. Donuts.
Shit. Donuts glazed.
Are you hungry or something? Like, why would you say that like that?
Yeah, I don't understand. Glazed.
I wasn't nothing. Okay. Why are people? I don't know if you heard.
Why is
people?
Why are people
upset with Snoop supposedly for rapping or something?
Because he had made the comment on Trump's first, campaign, like people that was singing, he was calling them jigaboos or something like that. They were saying.
Oh, how soon we forget.
Yeah,
that's what you saying.
That's what they basically saying. Snoop, my man, though, I gotta look into it. I gotta see. He gonna tell you. He gonna tell you why.
Because was it really him? We talked about the CGI earlier, man.
Nah, it was him.
It was him.
Yeah, I ain't even see it though. But yeah, they said it was him.
Well, I'm quite sure the brother has his reasons. They need to ask questions. Don't jump to conclusions.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
No, we gotta see what he say. He might have responded already. We just ain't aware of it at this particular moment. But it's Snoop. He gonna say something.
Why do it seem like, and this just may be my perspective, but why does it seem like our culture and our race of people, we can get mad at each other fast?
Quick, we can.
Like we don't always have to agree with everything that's going on, but boy, we can cut on each other fast, man. Mm-hmm. And I'm not suggesting that we need to be violent with anybody else. I'm definitely not saying that. But I'm just always blown away, like you be blown away by, the things that.
I don't know nothing about nothing getting blown away.
But
man.
You said first. Mm-hmm. So
I did, but I was just sitting here. But that don't mean I agree with being blown away.
No, what it is you think I caught you off guard. I didn't even catch you off guard. What it is you're trained now. You know what I'm saying? When the invitation comes out, you quickly accept. You don't want the invitation to go somewhere else. So the point that I'm making in the situation, right?
Blown away.
Is that we turn around and we look at some of the things that we do, and before we ask, why would you change your heart or why would you do something different than you stated before, we'll cut you right off. Oh, man, Uncle Tom, and he ain't right. Why do we, You don't never hear no other races sit down and to me cut on each other the way that we cut on each other, bro.
Well, we wouldn't.
I understand. I think I understand where you're going. Like in one perspective, it's like
I'm not saying that
everybody does it. We just not there to hear it.
what makes it as bad is we advertise everything. That's what I'm trying to tell you. I'm not saying that they do it more than us. We do. We don't know that. It's who honestly who really want to keep a tally on it anyway.
Nobody.
The problem is because this is what you could pay attention. We do it loud. We do everything loud.
Everything.
We hate on each other loud. Then when we're not here no more, we love on each other loud. When we're not here anymore,
Come on, E.
That's what we do.
Now.
See what I'm saying?
Now.
When you really think about
this is when I sit back. He's at the pulpit.
They think about well, yeah.
Come on.
So I'm gonna bring
that was nice. And you did that.
I'm gonna bring it back. We'll bring it back.
All right.
We'll bring it back.
All right.
But that's what we do it. It's a perfect example of what we talk about right now. We don't need to know what's going on between Jimmy and Cam, man. We didn't really need to know that.
Yeah.
We didn't need to hear all of this.
I agree. It's been crazy too because
see what I'm saying?
Really you like
one moment they say Jim is unstable, right? Then Cam, you didn't have to respond on social media. Yeah. You really didn't. You didn't have to respond on the show.
Unstable in what regard? Like he just flying.
No, they always
crashing out or something.
They always not necessarily, but they just know for you support like a child, just say emotional.
Okay.
So he's the one that's going to always he says he's a realist. So he's going to be more responsive and he's going to be more vocal. He's always been.
Right.
But if you feel like in your head, oh, that's just Jim, you really don't have to say nothing.
Right.
Just let the person talk and go with it is.
You can't really much identify it.
But we do everything loud.
Hey, that's it, bro. When you just said that
we do everything loud. Again, even when we hate on people, we know. Then the first thing that happens when somebody because you have people dislike each other because they do the same thing. So it's really competition.
Right.
But some of that hate and some of that energy, you can't tell us that competition. Really just don't like me. Yeah. I don't know.
Yeah.
But when they die,
just because,
that's
crazy.
Then when they die,
right?
If they be that same person, even though we ain't always see eye to eye, you ain't gotta tell us, bro. We know. We seen the whole story.
Social interruption, bro. It interrupted the ability for us to be able to coexist without hating on each other. Exactly. You just made a strong point when you said it.
We do everything loud. Bro. We do everything loud.
Yeah.
So this is why.
Yeah.
This is why.
Yeah.
It look like we go on each other hard.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
It's just the way of our culture. That's all. You know what I mean?
I mean, I'm impressed. I mean, I ain't got nothing crazy. I'm impressed. Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
And when I start, warming my sermon up, you really thought I was going to forget what I was about to say.
No. I don't eat. Truth be told, bro, until you start to acknowledge your slipping, unless it's just crazy. Like last night when you was telling me about the GMOs, you know what I mean? You know what I mean? The genius
you was telling me about the GMOs.
That's the thing about the race. I beat you to it. So really, it's you.
I have the proof.
Yeah.
A new segment coming soon.
You kind of do. You kind of do.
Conversation with it.
You kind of do. You also got enough on to go to prison.
Yeah.
Because there was no notification. I didn't know that was taking place.
No. You should have.
You can't get it off and then say you should have knew better.
It lets you know. You can hear it. If you listen to it, it will tell you that it started.
No, it told you.
It told us.
It ain't tell us.
You didn't hear it.
It wasn't talking to me.
It was. It told us. It has to.
Let me ask you this. Did I have the ability to start and stop it? Then who was it talking to?
But it allows the part of the announcement allows it to be legal. Yeah.
That's not how that works.
It does, man.
Yeah, man.
Okay.
Hey, you done opened up a bunch of apps and downloaded. You got to click on that agree or disagree box. That never came through my phone.
Nah, so it's automatically on the new update. When you agree to the new update, you allow it.
What new update?
On the iPhone. It's right on your phone. You have it too. It's not an app.
Oh.
It's right on your phone, so.
No.
I'll show you after the episode.
Yeah. So, you can just keep going deeper if you want, man.
I'm just telling you the truth, man.
Okay, deeper and deeper.
Look it up. It's in you. You agreed.
So.
GMOs.
When you say that was deep. That was deep. They might catch a little bit of that. We might let them get a little taste of that right there.
But
what I was getting ready to say about the situation, bro, in terms of what you made an excellent point. We're loud.
Yeah.
And loud requires us to be everywhere. Because you can't be in one place and be loud. Like you can be, but like it really isn't going to be effective. We have this desire to be loud everywhere because we want to be loud and we want to be entertaining and we want to actually, appear to come off as we're just hurtful and all those different things. I think we do everything loud and we do everything hard. Pause. So the point that I want to make in that situation is we got to just go ahead and stop being so quick to want to be so loud about, even when we have differences.
Well, that's what I was getting ready.
I see parents having issues with their kids and they putting it on social media, bro, because they know that's where their kids going to be at.
Because attention is their master.
Attention, or they've lost so much sight of how to actually connect and have these conversations in the flesh that I got to do it with a dope beat behind me. Now I got to put this on here right now, you know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? Bone Crusher. I'm talking to my son. I'm not going to keep playing with you. So I'm outside of the club and you think I'm a punk. That don't need to be playing in the background while you trying to talk to your son. You understand what I'm saying? Like we making it
unless it's comedy.
Different.
I like
that's content.
Because I like
that's
it's
not
content.
Me communicating
right.
with you. That's content.
Because a lot of times when you have your comedians go out and they do jokes and stuff like that, they're just saying, I can't be the only person who's thinking like this.
Right.
So let me use my talent that I was given to relate to them.
Right.
But when you literally are hating on a person, right, and then when they pass, you want to show the love because it's cool to. See, when that person was alive, it was cool. It was cool for you to hate on them because one, you may not like them, but two, you know it's going to draw attention to you. Mm-hmm. Hey, look at me! I'm over here talking shit about John. Mm-hmm. You see what I'm saying?
No question.
That's what it is.
Yeah.
But then soon as something happened, John. Me and John had our differences, man. But that wasn't right.
That's what I'm saying.
That wasn't right, man. You know what I mean?
But
the universe ain't fair. Like, come on,
yeah.
man. You ain't fair.
You ain't fair. But you got more attention when we was beefing.
But people will say,
we had peace.
But people will list that as that of them being, because they tell you how they feel all the time, as them being real. I'm a realist. I'm just telling you how I feel. I don't F with him, yo. I don't mess around with him.
Yeah.
I don't mess with her, man. She cool. Yeah, but that's your opinion, bro. I can't nobody tell you what to say. And then what's everybody's excuse? This is my page. Mm-hmm. You right. And I ain't even saying you wrong for being loud. Mm-hmm. It's just the fact that we know and why we feel like we do it more than anybody, because we probably do, is because we're the loudest one.
That's what I'm saying.
That's really what it was.
That's what I'm saying. And
but like not to cut your wisdom, but like Frank Lucas said, the loudest in the room is the weakest in the room.
Yeah, I think that, and that's a shame, because what winds up happening, bruh, is when we look at it, and like I said, like you talking about, across the board, all races are touching, some aspect of it. There are some races, if you really look at it, though, that are heavily promoted and seen more than others, right? So you also have to factor in, like I told you, we feed the machine. The machine dictates what I'm going to see, what you're going to see. It starts to build up an algorithm of the things that entertain us, the things that are going to be comical, or the things that's going to interrupt our, ability to be sociable with people that's right there next to us. They give you a heavy dose of that. You can go to a restaurant, it could be a family sitting there at the table, and all four people got a phone.
Right.
And they at the table together.
Right.
They can't even sit down and actually bust up a meal together without being able to make sure they take a picture of it to show y'all, we out here today, baby.
Yeah.
At wherever the place is.
Right.
Now, you know what I mean? Because I create content. I had to learn by talking to my family. There were some things that they was comfortable with being a part of. And there was some things like, yo, Dad, or babe, I just want to, enjoy my time and experience with you, with just us. And I had to learn that, right? Because I fell victim into the situation of looking at everything as content to some degree at one point. And then I had to realize, everything ain't for everybody, like we know. But what do I want to feed the machine, right? What do I want to feed it? So when I let you look into the crystal ball of my life, I want you to see certain things that make you go, wow, okay, that's cool. Whatever, I learned something from that, it's entertaining, whatever. You got some people, bro, that it's the other way around now. They wake up trying to figure out what part of their life they want to keep for themselves, because they got to get everything else to social media. That's why it's one of the first things people go to in the morning. That's why people keep up with how many likes they got on this video, how many views they got on this video, because that becomes their world.
And it's funny because it all depends on what you into it for. We check our views. We check how deep our content go because we have a different mission. We're actually, like you said, trying to create content.
That's right.
And with us creating content, we're trying to create content to entertain. So by paying attention to views and what videos people like the most, it helps us create more.
Analytics. That's right.
But some people just want to do it because that one hit 1,000.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. What's the end goal though?
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. Their value is in your value of them.
You know what I'm happy about? Getting 1,000 breaths a day. That's all I'm with.
That's all.
Got any questions for me?
Well, one question I do have for you.
We ain't even gotta do the intro music. We just kick it and bust it up like we do. One question I do have for you is, besides the content that you will put out there for somebody to see, is there a limit for you? Is there a limit for you, not what you allow people to see into your life, into your world, but a limit to what you allow to come into your mind from what you consume from it? Is there a limit? Yes.
What creates that limit? What makes
that's what I was getting ready to say. I don't have. I can feel. It's just like this. For example, if I put a cup on the table, right? Take this cup right here.
Mm-hmm.
Let's just say that, and I fill it up. We know obviously the limit of what it can hold.
That's right.
Right.
That's right.
And this cup, once it can't hold no more, it's an object still, so it still has fillings.
That's right.
That's why it can break and hold things. Right. Mm-hmm. Once it overflows, it's just let you know that's my limit. I can't take no more. I have to fill it.
Okay.
When it's crossing that threshold.
Mm-hmm.
So I can't say I'm only limited to an hour today of this or 2 hours. I know I've never been on social media straight for 2 hours or straight.
Mm-hmm.
It's not necessarily, but what I can say when you go with a whole social interruption is because it's something I said to people recently. The number one form of the way people view social media, it's safe to say, we ain't got to look at no polls and nothing. Cell phones.
And I'm not looking at no polls at all. Just for class. Oh, my God.
I was going,
my God,
on my point. And P.
He was going on his point.
Come on, man.
About the polls. Oh, it's one of these.
Sit down, man. I'm trying to make my point.
Okay, go ahead.
Yeah, I'm trying to make my point, man. So what I'm saying is the cell phone is the biggest distraction.
No question.
Right?
I don't even know what's in a close second.
So I asked everybody.
Word is mine.
That's why I don't get the most expensive cell phone. Why I'm spending most money on the most expensive distraction.
Okay.
That's not my style.
Okay.
That's not what it is.
Okay.
But the social interruption actually comes from the device itself.
Mm-hmm.
Because you can't see it without the device. We got to sometimes look at the root. You might take apps off the phone, but people still are what you call divided when they're in the room with loved ones and family members because they're still locked into that actual hardware itself.
Oh yeah.
They're locked into that.
Yeah.
Whether they're looking, because people think just because they're in there and they're reading a book, right? Yeah, you're learning, you're getting better content, you're getting better information fed to you.
That's right.
But at the same time, you're still disengaged from what's important at times.
That's right.
I'm guilty as charged.
Me as well.
You know what I mean? We all are.
But
that's where I feel like the real social interruption comes from.
What was the creation? What was the purpose in the creation for this?
Communication.
Right there. Put a pin in it, right? Boom, for communication. I always tell people, got to be careful of the thing that solves the problem quickly.
Yep.
Because it has the potential to become a problem just as fast.
Yep.
Phones were created to be communication devices. Yet they're the number one reason why you either have miscommunication or no communication at all.
Yep.
People have better relationships with their devices and their social media than with their families.
Right.
I know for a fact that there's people that have better relationships with their family because they can't physically be around them.
Right.
But they can look vicariously through the phone to see what they got going on.
Right.
Congratulations, cuz. I see you did. Good job. You know, doing it just, like you said, bro, they can put a post up. I ain't gonna make it like I could write a book. It was so repetitive after a while. There was so many people saying that. We go back like this, that, and the third. I could write a book.
So write it.
So write it. Live it. Don't just tell somebody else that really don't know about the depths of your relationship that you can write a book and think that suffices. Put a limitation on it. I don't know how many hours a day that I intertwine with it. I've made the determination for me that I'm going to spend more time being creative on it than consuming it.
And that's it.
That's just the difference
and
for
that's
me.
The thing. That's
I just said I'm going to be more intentional about feeding the machine than allowing the machine to feed me.
Same thing. And that's the thing that I'm saying. What side are you on? But, you know, let's clap it up for that, man, right there. This has been episode 190, man. For the Porch Podcast, Social Interruption. You know, I just want to tell y'all, man, thank y'all for been tuning in for all 190 episodes.
Absolutely.
You can hear us on all your favorite podcasts and streaming sites, anywhere like Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Google Podcasts, Amazon Music, iHeartRadio, Stitcher, Red Circle.
Absolutely.
You know, anywhere you listen to your Audible, anywhere you listen to podcasts at. P, where can they see us?
You can catch us right on our YouTube channel at The Porch Podcast. We don't go live with these shows anymore because we feel like we wanted to commit to bringing you a different quality of it. So hopefully you guys, it's the second one back, that you're enjoying what you're seeing. But you can find the show each and every week. It's a weekly podcast right on our YouTube channel. Once again, The Porch Podcast. If you have not done so already, please hit that subscribe button so that you can, get all the content and notifications of when it's going to drop. As always, you could have been anywhere in the world, but you're here with us, and we appreciate you guys, man. Looking forward to seeing y'all next week. You know, social interruption. Let's get a grip on it, y'all.
All
right, y'all be good. Peace, family. Who on the porch? Let's go.